Yeah. Twisted Sundays is about to be epic.
Look, I get it rocking like a cradle. I never sold, but I was able to see my partners make the road bread without the stable, while packing something that make it top spin like dreidels. Ooh, I hung around them shells like April. Oatmeal, oatfield. Me when I get to saying it's so real. Folk will think that it's entertaining till fly, no subliminal. That's the plight of aggravated aboriginals. My whole life I've been congregating with. I swear I graduated with just minimal effort. Lectures to me was just considered for excellence. Might not get discussed by the adolescents, but I'm blessed with
Inside the Show with your host, Justin Allegri.
It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL Central, the St. Louis Cardinals broke up their 5-game losing skid as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 3-1. In the standings, the Cubs are atop the NL Central. They are more than 10 games ahead of second, while the Cardinals are fourth in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Reds totaled 13 hits as a team as they got the best of the visiting Mets 10-2. At the start of the day, the Reds sit in second place in the National League Central. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Mets sit in fourth place in the National League East Division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Pittsburgh Pirates snapped their 5-game losing streak as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 2-1. Heading into the day, the Brewers are in third place in the NL Central. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Pirates are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Giants combined for 10 hits as a team as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 6-4. Entering the day's action, the Braves are in second place in the NL East, 1 game out of first, while the Giants sit in last place in the National League West Division, 17 games out of first. The Nationals had 12 hits as a team as they took down the Fish in Miami 7-3. As of right now, the Marlins are in last place in the NL East. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Nationals are third in the division, 3 games back. The Rockies knocked out 10 hits as a team as they pushed past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine 7-2. As of today, the Dodgers are atop the NL West. They have a 3-game cushion, while the Rockies are second in the division, but they currently hold a spot in the NL wildcard race. The Padres halted their 6-game losing streak as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 6-3. At the start of the day, the Padres sit in fourth place in the National League West, 8 games out of first. And the Diamondbacks are third in the division, 5 games back. James Paxton earned the victory while striking out 11, helping the Pinstripes pass the Blue Jays 7-3. He is among the AL leaders in wins. Heading into the day, the Yankees are in second place in the AL East, 9.5 games behind first, while the Blue Jays are fourth in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Red Sox got 12 hits in this one as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 11-9. In the standings, the Rays are in first place in the American League East. They hold a dominant 9.5 game advantage, while the Red Sox are third in the division. They're 15.5 games out of first. The Seattle Mariners allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they beat the O's in Baltimore, have 5 straight wins. As of right now, the Orioles sit in last place in the American League East Division. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Mariners are in fourth place in the AL West, 16 games out of first. The Philadelphia Phillies picked up 14 hits in total as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 10-9. As of today, the Indians sit in first place in the American League Central Division. They are more than 10 games ahead of second, while the Phillies sit in first place in the National League East Division, 1 game ahead of second. The Chicago White Sox put up 16 hits on the day as they cruised to the win against the Tigers 13-5. At the start of the day, the Tigers sit in second place in the AL Central Division, yet they currently hold a spot in the race for the American League wild card, while the White Sox are second in the division, 13 games out. The Twins combined to allow only 4 hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 5-1. Heading into the day, the Twins sit in fourth place in the American League Central Division, 19 games out of first. And the Royals are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Texas Rangers amassed 14 hits in the game as they dismantled the A's 8-2. It was their 5th straight victory. Entering the day's action, the A's are atop the American League West. They are more than 10 games ahead of second, while the Rangers are 3rd in the division, 14 games back. The Astros knocked out 12 hits as a team as they got the victory in extras against the Angels 5-4. As of right now, the Astros sit in first place in the American League West division, but they currently lead the AL wildcard race. While the Angels are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. And that'll do it for today. Enjoy the games, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Son, you look so serious. When I was 17, my father let me know life isn't fun and games. I don't know how I ended up so close to where I started. I went to war for peace of mind. What was it for? I'm dancing on a tightrope. No time to mess around. Oh, just trying to let my mind go. I'm never coming down.
We are set to bring you baseball from one of the crown jewels of the sport, venerable Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, a matchup of division rivals at opposite ends of the standings between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs. Chris Bryant, with the season coming to a close, the senior circuit's leading hitter makes his case for a batting title. Next, Jon Lester is the man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, this guy keeps his team in the ball game. He's won 2 of his last 3 starts, so he's been throwing the ball really well. And one of the keys for this guy is getting early outs to keep his pitch count down. If he can do that, he should be able to get into the 7th or 8th inning in this one here today.
So digging in now, Jose Martinez. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty B. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, D-Row? You've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year, to keep the big picture in sight, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that 1-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, this team could really benefit if Colton Wong could get it going. Well, he's really struggled in this recent stretch. You look at it, he has only 1 RBI in the last 10 games, and he's hitting in the middle of the order. They're expecting a lot more production from him, and I'm sure he's expecting a lot more from himself.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent, particularly from a pitcher standpoint.
His past history against Jon Lester, he's got 2 hits in 17 at-bats. In there, and it's full 3-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Schwarber has a read on it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting third.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. Only one hit in 11 at-bats for the series so far. Just a tick behind for a strike. Just getting things underway here at Wrigley. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. It's the Cardinals nothing. Cubs coming to bat. Digging in, Kyle Schwarber. He enters play in the hunt for the league's home run crown, but he'll have some work to do down the stretch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They do come in off a victory last time out, but they've really hit the skids here recently. Losers of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Hey, Matty V, you know, if there's such a good thing as splitting a series, D-Row, this is the one. They lose the first 2 games of this series, win game 3. They'd like nothing more than to split this series and win game 4.
Yeah, Bobby Cox always used to say, you got to take care and beat the teams you're supposed to beat and then play 500 against the really good teams. They have a chance to do that exactly today. Drop the first 2, but if they can win today, they split this series and move on.
And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, Matt, I can't wait to see if Kyle Schwarber can keep it going. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
Line to the right side. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. So he picks up another hit. First of the game, but as we've mentioned, it's just one of many so far this season for him.
Yeah, Matty, I know he's fighting for a batting title right now, but the consistency this guy has shown from start to finish this season has been awesome for this team. Talking to the manager before the game, he's the one guy when he walks in the clubhouse door, you know exactly what you're getting from him.
Pitch misses low. The throw down is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw. Bryant, the runner at second with one away. That's inside. 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Batting fourth.
So a man at third here with 2 gone. And into bat next, the versatile weapon Javier Baez. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
Taken in by Carpenter. Throw in time and the side is retired. Here's Marcell Ozuna. His past history against John Lester. He has 7 hits in 27 at-bats. 2 of those hits were for home runs. Schwarber ranges deep into the corner to make the catch for the first out. Here's Colton Wong now, and he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action. In there, no balls and a strike. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. Bryant barehands it. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
The third baseman, number 13.
Now the first pitch here from Lester. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. just a touch outside. 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
I'd say this is a win already for the guy in the box.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1, 2, 3, go. Into the box, Mike Moustakas. Lifetime against this particular arm. He's 4 for 14. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. That's wide. 2-0.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
Albert Almora waits on deck. The 3-0 pitch. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. The 3-1. Chance here for the second baseman, Wong. And there's one away. Digging in, Albert Almora. He's had a real nice season in the batting average department, but he'll need to turn it on a bit down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that coveted batting title. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Hey, if he's going to get swings and misses that balls up and out of the zone, he's going to continue to go there.
Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
After 2 breaking pitches, a pretty good chance right now. You're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. The 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full. The lefty Jason Hayward waits in the on-deck circle. Hit the other way out toward right field. Martinez on the move. He makes the running play. 2 down. Here's Jason Hayward now. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First pitch fastball off the plate there. 2 out, nobody on. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Back goes Ozuna, and this one will bounce into the wall. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Dan, after that base hit, he's extended his hit streak to 9 games, and you know he wants double digits.
Oh, there's no question about it. Listen, anybody can get a 9-game hitting streak, but when you call your buddies or send out a text message and say, hey, I'm about in double digits, so 9 games is nothing to sneeze at, but he'd love to get it to 10.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Lifetime versus this arm. He's got 4 hits and 10 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. Contreras in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
With 2 outs and a base open, I don't think he's going to see anything to hit in this at-bat. Not much reason for it.
sliced hard on the ground. Wong has it. And nothing will come of the two-out double as the inning is over. First offering on its way.
The catcher.
Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball one. And he misses low with it, 2-0.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
2-2 to the Cardinals catcher.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And strike three called as he gets a little help there. One away. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Jairo Munoz. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And Moustakas has this one for route number 2. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And the pitcher digs in next. It'll be Jack Flaherty. And this is popped up back behind second. And Baez will put this one away to retire the side. Coming to the plate now, John Lester. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Slow roller left side. Carpenter has it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Digging in for his second at bat, Kyle Schwarber. He went down swinging to start the home first. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at bat. It's ball 1. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Back goes Ozuna. If you don't eat the meat, you can't have any pudding. How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat? A solo home run for Kyle Schwarber. Home run number 37 on the year. And the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Yeah, it's a long season with a lot of peaks and valleys, but he's getting hot here in September. That bodes well for him and his team as things crank up in October. We'll see if he can stay hot when it matters the most.
Here's Chris Bryant now. As he'll get caught reaching on a first pitch slider for strike 1. A base hit in his first trip. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1.
Good pitch there on 0-2. Breaking ball out of the zone away. Might set up another breaking ball to see if he'll chase this one a little bit farther off the plate.
2 balls and a strike to count. The 2-1 home is a fastball that misses. Waiting next is Anthony Rizzo. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. No problem over there for Goldschmidt, and there are 2 gone now. Anthony Rizzo stands in now.
Anthony Rizzo.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
Back up the middle. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Cubs are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. 3 complete from Wrigley. Now in the box, Jose Martinez back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Therefore, it is Hayward now, 1 away. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he finds himself in a flat-footed tie for the National League lead in that category. Harrison Bader is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes to the Cardinals center fielder. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. Can't connect there. It's 2-2. Cardinals have been held out of the hit column here. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Stepping into the box, Paul Goldschmidt. And then it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Grounded down the third baseline. Now Lester deals the 1-2. Squared that one up just a little late. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Here's another 2-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. They still trail. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Matt, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Not shortstop.
Thank you, Heidi. Well, might not have been where he was hoping to put that pitch, but he somehow gets a swing on it anyway. Strike 1. Fouled off. In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
The count now at 2-2. Goldschmidt trying to get there, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Takes this the other way to right. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. Around second now and headed for third. And he is into third with a leadoff triple. And the screen shows the story right there as that hitting streak will live to see another day.
Just classic confidence at the box right now. You put your head on the pillow at night, you know you're on time. You get up, get dressed, drive to the ballpark, you expect to catch a couple barrels.
Stepping in now, Mike Moustakas. He swings and sends it on a line to right center. And that will play their second run of the game as they take a 2-0 lead.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. Scooped up, Wong for one, but no real shot at two as he's saved easily at first.
Up next for the Cubs.
Stepping up to the plate, Jason Hayward. One in, one out, and one on here in the inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pitch outside, the throw. And it'll be right on the bag as Molina nails him trying to swipe second. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball two.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
2-1 after the foul ball there. 2 runs, 5 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Trying to shave that outside corner with the fastball, and he missed it. It's 3-1 now.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
3-2, full count. Ready now with the payoff pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Ozuna is under it, and that's the third out. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
The left fielder.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. And that's the first hit in this one for the Redbirds.
Hey, this team has been shut down offensively up until this point, Dad. But right here, team's first hit of the game in the 5th inning. Let's see if it sparks them offensively.
You know, this will be interesting, D-Row, to see if they can crack this guy's code. A lot of times, once you get that first hit, several begin to fall after that one. So it'll be interesting to see if this guy can put the screws on this one and tighten things up and not allow any more base hits.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
The third base.
Here's Matt Carpenter from the stretch. Lower part of the zone, but it's taken for a strike. Ozuna stands at first with one out. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Matt Carpenter becomes the second out here in inning number 5. And there's the good fastball from Lester as he jumps ahead. No balls and a strike.
You know, they finally get the leadoff runner on. It would be sad to watch him waste this opportunity. Somebody's got to come through with a base hit.
And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And an easy play there for. Now batting, Wilson Contreras. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Wilson.
Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Yeah, Matty, I'm going to need a better approach out of the 8-hole hitter. He's hitting in the bottom of the order for a reason. He's got to be willing to work the count, grind it, get this pitch count up, and get on for the boys in front of him.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, This could spell for a huge inning.
And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway. Now at the plate, John Lester. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. From the stretch. And they indeed have the pitcher bunting here as he gets this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
Now batting, left fielder.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now. Chris Bryant, 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA. And what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1. Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now. The 2-1 home is taken for a ball as that slider broke off the plate. Anthony Rizzo would be next.
Help.
3-2 now.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll see him lay one in on the next pitch there with a base open to work with.
And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out. At the plate, Anthony Rizzo. He's rolled into groundouts a couple of times already here in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit. Contreras blows through the stop sign, headed for home. And he's safe at the plate as it's now a 3-0 ball game.
Hey, with that base hit right now, the lead's 3-0. The way their pitcher is going, D-Row, that might hold up in this one.
Yeah, and you're well aware of it, Dan, as an offense, just trying to put those extra runs across the board. You can take a look at the guy on the slab, toeing the slab. He's on fire right now.
Here comes the Cardinal manager up out of the dugout out to the mound. And a change is in the offing as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Hit on the ground to third. Carpenter is there, and the throw to Wong, and the inning is over. Stepping into the box, Jairo Munoz will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out. Cameron Maben will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. And a fastball just misses for ball 1. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Coming in is Almora. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the 2nd out.
The batter.
Coming to the plate now, Jose Martinez. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 0-2 the count to Jose Martinez.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
Count is 1-2 now. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. He stays alive, still 2-2. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the... Tyler Webb enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Now pitching for the Cardinals.
Stepping up now, Mike Moustakas. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Bader is right there, and very quickly one gone.
Up next for the Cubs.
In now, Albert Almora. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Almora.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit on the ground to short. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And he will recover in time to get it over to first. Nicely done there as they record the 2nd out. At the plate, Jason Hayward. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First delivery to him on the way. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Throw on to first. A 3-pitch inning. And this 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. But they're on top by a count of 3-0.
Leading off for St. Louis. The center fielder.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect Harrison Bader. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Steve Cishek is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. 1-1 the count. Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front.
Somebody needs to go rattle the cage right here. Take the bats and start throwing them all over the dugout to get these boys going. If this continues, I guarantee you see a different lineup tomorrow.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Harrison Bader was down for the first out in the 7th inning. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The left fielder, number
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Marcell Ozuna. The numbers head-to-head with Steve Cishek. He's just 1 for 6.
Hey, I don't blame this guy right here. I would have took the first pitch myself. All you got is kneecaps and elbows coming at you.
Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And that's a fair ball heading out toward the 353 sign on the Ivy.
Hey, guys, he went for the punch-out right there. Brought out Filthy McNasty down in the zone, and he's able to scramble after a knock. Nice execution by the batter right there.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. A runner on first with 2 away. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Grounded to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So John Brebbia gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 60.
Ready now, Wilson Contreras. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Contreras swings, and this is well hit to left.
If you don't eat a meat, you can't have any pudding. How can you have any pudding if you don't eat a meat?
A solo shot that time for Wilson Contreras. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and with it, the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
Oh, man, he got hurt. His 2nd pitch since coming in, and he serves one up. A reliever's worst nightmare, and a big confidence boost for the lineup. Let's see if he can rebound.
Garcia will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
He's hitting for the Cubs. Number 3.
drive to center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the move to bat for the pitcher pays off that time, and now it's back to the top of the order with nobody out.
No left fielder.
Loud noises right here, fellas. Hey, he's going to have to mix it up a little bit more because they are on his stuff.
Kyle Schwarber will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the third inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. And he just manages to get his hand in. Garcia on at first. Nobody out. Now a half swing here on the pitch inside, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the home plate umpire. Strike two. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. Hit sharply on the ground. Taken in by Wong. There's one. Relay to Goldie, and that gets him as well. A double play.
Now batting.
So base is empty now after the double play. And set to go is the third baseman, Chris Bryant. Here comes the first pitch. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
Count even now at 1-1. Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1. And he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time is looked at, and the count moves full.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Number 56 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. The 0-2 once more is looked at for ball 1. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. No hits to this point.
I mean, Yadi, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's evolved into a really, really nice offensive player.
No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. 1 out, nobody on. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8. At the plate, Jairo Munoz. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
0-1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2. Stays alive, still 0-2. The 0-2 once more is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. 1-2. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Dominic Leone is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Dominic Leon.
He's ready. Here's the first
Now playing
offering.
shortstop and
0-1 the
batting
count. Leon,
Number
once a
3.
Toronto Blue Jay. He was acquired via trade last year.
I know he told you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
To 1-2 now. No offer at that one, and the count moves to 2-2 now on the Cub first baseman. Swing and a ball sliced foul into the seats down the left field line. Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone.
Now batting. Shortstop.
So one gone here in the Chicago 8th, and into bat next, the versatile weapon Javier Baez. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Solo home run there for Javi Baez. Number 17 for him on the season. And the Cubs have now opened this up to a 5-0 lead.
The batter, number 19. Second baseman.
Standing in now, Mike Moustakas. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Back goes Ozuna. Gone. Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches. A solo shot that time for Mike Moustakas. Number 26 for him on the season. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
In the job description of reliever, there's no mention of back-to-back homers. But there is a need for a short memory. We'll see if he can put those 2 bombs behind him.
John Gant comes on the pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
53.
In now, Albert Almora.
Gant.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Digging in once again, Jason Hayward. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Hayward.
And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
I'd be shocked if you saw anything else but a fastball right here. He's blown those first 2 by him. Don't give this guy a chance to speed up his bat with something off speed.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first. Alec Mills comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Leading off for the Cardinals, the shortstop.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. And that's going to be off the ivy-covered wall.
You know, D-Roll, there's been some great pitching in this one so far. After that knock, that's only the third hit of the game, and we're getting late into this one.
Yeah, they always say you got to tip your hat to the opposition sometimes. Well, I think this offense is tired of tipping its hat. They got to start to swing the bats a little bit better. That's their third knock of the game. I know it's late, but maybe they can get something going.
Therefore, it is Hayward now, 1 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Harrison Bader, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Now it's 2-0. Strike taken as the curveball drops into the bottom part of the zone.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. You make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the third time.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Swing and a liner. Here's the 0-1. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Schwarber has a beat on it, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
6-0 the final shutout score today. The Cubs led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Jon Lester earns his 25th win to lead the league, permitting only 1 hit in 6 complete innings. Jack Flaherty takes his 17th loss of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon.
I was damn bad, now I'm on a jet for real. Got all this ice on me, baby, told my protector chill. Sipping all this, my bad is on it. I want a couple million without a record deal. Got 25,000 on me when I've been riding in the phantom. Got all designer on me, I'm so fly, don't matter. I wanted to feel the V12 when I was riding in Atlanta. Busy been cooked all day, I'm damn now. My family, I got 3 with me, they want the baguettes on their neck. I was made inside the projects, I got on my set. I was really on the floor, then I woke up in the jet. Ain't never had to dodge no I just might cop demon. I'm shopping at Neiman's, balling every season. Feeling like I'm dreaming, shining every weekend. All they know is that I was broke, then I got a brand new coupe. Louis V's on my shoes, and all my by the tubes. First time in V12, she was hanging at the roof. My VV's ice cream, I didn't even have to scoop. Got the whole universe in my ceiling, I'ma set the mood. I seen his name, looking at my neck.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
It's Monday morning and welcome to Inside the Show. In the National League Central, Jon Lester saw his remarkable season continue, picking up his 25th win as the Cubs took down the rival Cards 6-0. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. At the start of the day, the Cubs are in first place in the NL Central. They are more than 10 games ahead of second. And the Cardinals are fourth in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Cincinnati Reds allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they got the best of the visiting Mets, 9-7. In the standings, the Reds sit in second place in the National League Central. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Mets are in fourth place in the NL East. They're over 20 games out of first. Yasmani Grandal was a major force at the plate with 6 RBIs, leading the Brewers to victory over the Pirates 11-3. As of right now, the Brewers are in third place in the NL Central. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Pirates are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Giant.
Inside the Show with your host, Justin Allegri.
Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in and revisit the news and events from Monday. Starting out in the NL West, the Redbirds held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they got a road win against Arizona 4-3. As of today, the Diamondbacks are in third place in the NL West, 5.5 games back, while the Cardinals sit in fourth place in the National League Central Division. They're over 20 games out of first. Anthony Rendon was a clutch performer at the dish with 4 RBIs as the Nationals disposed of the Phillies 5-2. He is currently among the NL leaders in runs batted in. Entering the day's action, the Nationals sit in third place in the National League East Division. They're 2 games back. And the Phillies are atop the division. They have a small half-game advantage. Jacob deGrom got the win, putting him at double digits this season with 10, as the Mets were winners over the Marlins 6-3. As of today, he is in the top 5 in the National League in strikeouts. Heading into the day, the Mets sit in fourth place in the National League East Division, 20 games out of first. And the Marlins are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Red Sox launched 3 home runs as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 3-2. In the standings, the Rays are atop the American League East Division. They are enjoying a comfortable 9-game cushion. And the Red Sox are third in the division. They're 15.5 games out of first. The Toronto Blue Jays got 12 hits in this one as they took down the visiting Orioles 8-5. As of right now, the Blue Jays are in fourth place in the AL East. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Orioles are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. And that's what's going on around baseball heading into today's action. Join us again tomorrow for more updates from around Major League Baseball.
You say you sticking to the script, say that popping at the loop and put your hands on. We can hit, we can hit, we can hit, we can hit. Grab a shoulder, can you dig? Am I always wins? Ain't no time for talking shit. Put your hands on. We can hit, we can hit, we can hit, we can hit.
Talking reckless, like the business. I don't need nobody. I'm showing up and I'm ready. Throwing shade my way, but I ain't sweating it. I can beat your ass without putting any effort in. Your identical to what's between your lips. Penny pinching out. You stay on some have respect, or you gon' end up getting jumped by your niggas. We gon' grab high, catch your checks and my people ready.
You say you sticking to the script, say that popping at the loop and put your hands on. We can hit, we can hit, we can hit, we can hit. Grab a shoulder, can you dig? Am I always wins? Ain't no time for talking shit. Put your hands on. We can hit, we can hit, we can hit, we can hit.
Yeah, I'm still a tone, just a holding, but I got them hands. Not the fuck up out of me. Leave me where you stand. Please, I'm like greed, don't I make a bleed. And then they catch a fade and hang it in the street. I be on the stupid. I be going crazy, dude. I've been throwed off, trained to go. Before middle school, he's standing real tall, like he hard, but it's up tall. Got a glass jaw, I'm a southpaw, yeah.
You say you sticking to the script, say that popping at the loop and put your hands
Hey, you ready? Hey, grab that right there. Are you ready? Is you ready? Ready. You say you ready. Whole squad ready. Ready. Is you ready? Are you ready? Ready. Is you ready? Whole squad ready. We came here to see Jet. What you got? No, no, no. Not on my watch. No way. Bring what you got. I'm going to the top. You can bring what you got. I'm going to the top. Bring what you got. Bring what you got. I'm going to the top. I'm going to the top.
Are you ready? You know what time it is, right? They don't want us to make it, so it's time to take it. Rhyme with them ilk, it's time to see who be realer. Unload it, empty the on them, make sure these people feel it. I'm shooting like Reggie Miller. Don't move or I'ma hit you. Pop up, toe to toe, yeah, I call it Thriller Manila. Scope on them, trim them with this picture, hit you from distance. We came out the trenches with the stitches, God is my war. When I gotta get that first one shot before that trip from hit me. Ain't gotta worry about looking back with my squad with me.
Are you ready? Is you ready? Ready. You say you ready. Whole squad ready. Ready. Is you ready? Are you ready? Ready. Is you ready? Whole squad ready. We came here to see Jet. What you got? No, no, no. Not on my watch. No way. Bring what you got. I'm going to the top. You can bring what you got. I'm going to the top. Bring what you got. Bring what you got. I'm going to the top. I'm going to the top.
Hopping out that truck with these niggas looking like Thriller. I'm ready for the millions. Talk to myself in the mirror. Is you ready? Ready. Jump off in that Bentley with no ceiling. Is you ready? Is you sick of taking losses? Time for winning. They can't hang with us, can't with us. They know we ain't been dangerous. If you think you with my squad, better hang it up. We been grinding hard. Can't take that from us. We been grinding hard on the job. Can't take that from us.
Are you ready? Is you ready? Ready. You say you ready. Whole squad ready. Ready. Is you ready? Are you ready? Ready. Is you ready? Whole squad ready. We came here to see Jet. What you got? No, no, no. Not on my watch. No way. Bring what you got. I'm going to the top. You can bring what you got. I'm going to the top. Bring what you got. Bring what you got. I'm going to the top. I'm going to the top. Are you ready? Is you ready? Ready. You say you ready. Whole squad ready. Ready. Is you ready? Are you ready? Ready. Is you ready? Whole squad ready.
Side of the bed, cooler than the other side of the pillow, yeah. Act a fool cause there's nothing to prove because the proof is in the pudding, do tell. You hell, two worlds collide, make tell, make why, create a family all by choice. And when you're mad at me, I lower my voice, grab my keys, iceberg slim, put you on freeze, walk off like a grab my put it in the wind, I'ma blow till you simmer down, get her done. Too much fun to be had instead of arguing, hun, I'd rather be up in them, nah, I'm just playing with a serious mind. Ring around the rosy, got a pocket full of dough. Buy you anything and take you anywhere you wanna go. Plenty fish out in the sea, but I keep throwing you the line. Go on, do it for me, baby. Do it, baby. One more time. Baby, if you keep doing what you're doing to me, I'll do what I'm doing to you, girl. Doing it, I do it should be. You can do it, you can do it, you can do it. Doing what you're doing connection on need. You can catch us in our sunset. Yes, we be swinging on the porch.
Just a short drive west of downtown. We're at Miller Park in Milwaukee. We expect a good battle out of this conquest matchup between the Pandas and the... So coming to the plate, Ricky Henderson. He will lead this one off today.
For the Pandas.
First delivery to him on the way.
Number 24.
And we are underway from Milwaukee as the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball one. And this catches the outside corner, strike one. Our temperature at first pitch and even 70 degrees here this afternoon. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Hit the other way out toward right field. Yelich is under it. 1 out. So the base is empty here with 1 away. And here comes an important cog in the big red machine, Joe Morgan. Here comes the 0-1. A bouncer to the left side. Garcia has it. And the throw forces him to lay out for that one, but he keeps a foot on the bag to record the out. Now at the plate, Johnny Bench. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. A changeup floats outside here for ball one. Left side, fielded by Moustakas. Oh, look at Moustakas. It's in time. Stepping in, Lorenzo Cain. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Brewers,
and a fastball is in there for strike one. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. Sutton has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job at keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact.
Yeah, that's not an easy thing to do. I think one of the reasons is he changes speeds really well, and he throws both sides of the plate. One of the keys to missing the barrels, you have to be able to throw inside and throw outside, and he's about as good as it gets in baseball at missing barrels.
Behind 0-2 now. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. Digging in now for the Brewers, Christian Yelich. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Strike one to start the at-bat. And a screwball misses here, and we're even at 1-1. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. The 2-1 home. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Now a fastball swung on and missed. And so now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Frank Thomas. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Frank Thomas.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Anderson, a 6'1" right-hander. He throws a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a curve, a 2-seamer, and a cutter.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
1-2 to Frank Thomas. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. Standing in, Cal Ripken, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch on its way. On a line, that's a base hit. Now at the plate, Duke Snider. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Number 4.
First delivery to him on the way. And he takes ball one.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
2-0 now. This is line to left. Strong is there, and he has it for the out. The relay, and he's safe. Striding in, Brooks Robinson. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gun.
Brooks Robinson.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Kane going back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game. Chris Davis will look for some two-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with two gone and a runner at first. Lays off 1-0. Ripken is off at first with two away. Lifted the other way out to left center. On the move is Braun. He's there to make the play. Josh Hader, a southpaw standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen. In there for strike one. High in the air and deep is straight away left. Henderson racing back. That one is out of here. This game is tied. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And he fouls this one off. Down and away, it's a ball and two strikes. Hader was born in Maryland. He throws a four-seam fastball, a slider, and a two-seam fastball. The next 1-2 pitch. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Fastball called, strike three, and there's the first out of the inning. Kirby Yates, 5'10" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Kirby Yates.
He takes strike three called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Swing, and he popped him up over in foul territory back behind third. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Fouled off. 0-2. Here it is. And he strikes him out. Standing in, Tony Gwynn, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one.
Right fielder, Tony Gwynn.
Hard hit towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Striding in once again, Ricky Henderson. Go-ahead run at first, nobody out.
Runner, yes, yes.
He's set, here it comes. That's a strike to throw down. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. Spin and a throw back to second. Don't want to forget about him. Gwynn leads off second with nobody out. Now a spin and another throw back to second, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Runner goes for third. Pitch inside the throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there. Here it comes on 1-1. Hit softly on the ground to third. Tough play for Moustakas. And that's the first out. Striding into the box, Joe Morgan. And clearly this is a critical moment in this ball game. Go ahead run at third with one away. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And they're going to grab the lead here as this is down for extra bases. And that'll bring home the runner from third to make this a 2-1 ball game. And he is in there with an RBI triple.
Number 5.
So striding forward now, Johnny Bench. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Kane going back. If you don't eat a meat, you can't have any pudding. How can you have any pudding if you don't eat a meat?
Number 35.
So the bases are clear now following the home run. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Frank Thomas. Takes this the other way to right. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. Stepping in, Cal Ripken, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
Cal Ripken.
He's set and the pitch. Ball 1. 3 runs already home here. Ripken in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation. 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count, 2-0.
Under it is Yelich, and there are 2 away now. Now at the plate, Duke Snider hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Into the box now, Brooks Robinson. He hit a sac fly earlier.
Robinson.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Liner towards second. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. The throw here is not in time. He beats Grandal's tag. Cody Bellinger. See what he can do off the bench as he'll bat with runners at the corners and 2 gone here. Pulled toward right center field. After it is Kane. He tracks it down, and that will end the... Now Gossage, a right-handed reliever standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen. And they'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1. Count still at 1-2.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. Hopped up. Robinson is there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Jesus Aguilar will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Number 24. There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike. Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at-bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now. Fastball in there for a called strike. Grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul for strike 2. High in the air out to center field. Snider moves over, makes the catch, and that's the ball game. Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top.
Bounce. My boy, my boy, my boy, my boy, my boy. Hey, look, yo, okay. Concrete since day one. Ain't no time to make up. Ain't no time.
Like you're coming from Kingdom Come. Rhythm and reeling, the feeling of riding the sound through the ceiling. Hey, hey, never got no money, but I'm running from my ears and flooded, cold-blooded, no money, comes something low. I'm killing the moonlight with daylight. I got my X-ray eyes and I'm feeling so fine. Night running, all night running, star-studded, not far away. We're running all night running, cold-blooded, all night running, all night running, star-studded, not far from it. Night running, all night running, cold-blooded, we're all night running. Under the nightshade, tell me what we're hiding from. Like someone could steal it. Are we waiting for some kind of feeling or saving it up for the morning? Undercover.
MLB The Show's now in the box, Ricky Henderson. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. First offering on its way.
Number 24.
No balls and a strike to count.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
The windup and the 0-1. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there. The old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. Our temperature 74 degrees as we get things started this afternoon. Hit out towards second. Reined in. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Digging in now, Joe Morgan, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here comes the first pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Braun has a read on it, and that's the second out of the inning. Settling in now, Johnny Bench. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A dive, and he knocks it down. And no chance at all to make a play here, so despite the effort, the inning will continue. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and in steps Big Frank. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that misses for ball 1. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. And the 2-1. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Kane on the move. He can't get to it. This one's down. The tag, and he is out at the plate. Here now's the center fielder Lorenzo Cain to get us started in the bottom half of the first.
For the Brewers, the center fielder.
Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. A 1-1 count to the Brewers leadoff man.
When a guy's featuring big-time velocity like this, you have to be on the fastball. It's your only chance. You'll tip your hat on some nasty off-speed stuff, but you gotta be ready for the heater.
2-1 pitches. That circle change swung on and missed. 2-2. Fouled away. swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Here comes the first pitch.
The second baseman, number 18.
High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. He's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all four quadrants.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. Into the box now, Christian Yelich, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
1-2 for Christian Yelich. That's lifted the other way out to left. Henderson is going to get there, and that's the third out. So striding in, Cal Ripken, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Shaw is there. 1 pitch, 1 out. Now to the plate, Duke Snider.
Center fielder, number 4. Duke Snider.
Matt Kemp will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Hit hard to short. Garcia gloves it. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first. So stepping in, Brooks Robinson. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. A ball and a strike.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He's going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
Well located changeup on that one as it catches the black for a called strike. Line drive to center field. Kane will get there and he puts it away. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
Leading off for the Brewers, the catcher.
Down the third baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Josh Hader, a southpaw, standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen. And it's fouled away.
Number 27.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1. Here's the first pitch to him. And he fouls this one off.
The third baseman, Mike Moustakas.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Hader. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field.
One of the keys, Matty V, to being a good reliever is being able to pitch out of trouble. Trouble that's created by the pitchers before you, or sometimes you even have some mess that you put on yourself. Hey, regardless if it's a mess that he's inherited or one that he's created for himself, this guy makes good pitches when a game's on the line.
Kirby Yates, 5'10" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching. Ryan Braun is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Kemp. Ralph Kiner will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Swinging a hard liner to short. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Digging in, Tony Gwynn. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No balls and 1 strike. Third inning, no score to this point. Line hard, but foul. And now time granted here as they'll step out to rethink things, down 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Check swing here as they'll appeal it down to Eric Summersgill at third, and he says no swing, so it's ball one. The 1-2. Fouled off. They'll try again, 1-2. And that just misses the corner inside to even the count at 2-2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
First delivery to him on the way. Pitch inside the throw. The throw pulls him off the bag. Pickoff move to second, and now they've got him in a rundown. And they'll just tag him here for the out. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball two.
As a pitcher, you got to feel good that you had him out front, even though he didn't pot commit on that one. It opens up a lot of weapons for you to go high fastball.
And we'll have to leave it there. Ken Giles enters to do the pitching, and best case scenario for him is to push this one into extra innings. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Fouled away. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2. And if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Travis Shaw is sent packing to begin the bottom of the inning. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Comes set, the 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end. Jimmy Nelson, right-hander standing 6'6", will take over pitching duties here. First offering on its way. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. That's on the inside corner to put him behind here, 0-2. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner, but this is going to get foul. Popped him up. Moustakas waits on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Digging in to try it again, Johnny Bench. Here's the first pitch to him. Right-hander against right-hander, as this is a ball, 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Bench is a prolific power hitter, and you probably didn't need me to tell you that. Doesn't matter what kind of pitching he faces, there's a lot of pop in that bat.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
And it's fouled away. The 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And no one can get there. They'll try it again.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
And he'll step on first himself for the out. First delivery to him on the way. And he lays off there, 1-0. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. Shaw is there to make the catch, and his side is ready for another chance. Lorenzo Cain, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Gwynn moves over. He's got it 1 away. So digging in now, number 18. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either.
A drive to left. Get out of here. Get out of here. Gone. They win it. Santa Maria. Everyone was treated to a really well-played ball game in this one, and the guy you see there turned in a particular.
Satisfied. Satisfied is hard.
Sinatra.
Big Pepe. Satisfied.
Oh, you got the studio shout out. You feeling good about yourself right now, huh?
Satisfied is hard.
6. Hold up, let me get up in it now. I'm here to win it now. LOGIC, I'm feeling free, I'm finna bring it now. If you know the words, take a step back.